Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. You haven't seen it yet, but I've made a new playlist. I figured, you know, it was long overdue because I've got a place called live streams, but I'm like, same reason that I still have a shorts playlist, but I've converted, which is weird actually. Or do the videos still exist? I just converted it to a short. Maybe, I don't know. The system, YouTube has a system in place where if you upload a video and you turn it into a short, if you then delete the video that you turn into a short, it will delete the original video that was turned. Because you're not taking that video and converting it, you're making a short out of it. So it's a separate video, it's a separate thing. It's separate content, but it's sub content, I guess, if that's the right way of saying it. Sub content. The primary content is that video. If you delete the primary content, that sub content, that secondary content was created from, that being the short, the secondary content gets deleted as well. Because I think I got a thing the other day from YouTube, because I uploaded like 2 shorts. One was like 1 second over, I think the other was like 13 or 40 seconds over, if I'm not making it up. And they both, I've converted them to short, and then I deleted the original videos because I don't want duplicate content on my channel. Maybe I could have unlisted them, but I don't know if that would amount to the same thing. Like, if you want the short to be public, the original video has to be public as well. I don't know. It's just the way they've designed the system is really stupid, right? And what annoys me is the video was edited with a 9:16, I believe, ratio. Like it was edited to be a short, right? It's in the, it's important, it's portrait ratio. It's been edited to clearly be a short, right? To go on YouTube and TikTok, right? It's clearly been edited to be that, the ratio is clearly for that, right? And it's literally not that much longer than a minute. But one's 1 second over, the other's literally less than half a minute over, right? I would think someone at YouTube would have coded something, and now, some sort of algorithm or check in place where if it's 9:16 ratio and close to a minute, it warn uploader or warn creator that this video is longer than a minute and won't be uploaded as a short, right? We upload it as a normal video. Would you like to proceed or edit the video to be 60 seconds or less, right? Some sort of check in place, right, that warns you, and you can either go ahead or you can re-edit it and upload it as and have it be as a short instead, right? And I don't think when you remix it and turn that video into a short, you have to do it on the phone. You can't do it through the browser, through the browser version of the site. You have to go through the app on your phone. And when you go through the app on your phone, you can't use the same description and title and everything. Like, you have to re-enter. You can, but you have to re-enter all of it. It's so annoying. I'm pretty sure that was the process I went through the other day. Like, and it's so fucking annoying. So annoying. Anyway, I don't know why I went on a rant about it, but yeah, it's so annoying. It's bloody annoying. But anyway, it's bloody annoying. But anyway, it's done now. It's all good. It's all in the past. But yeah, I've uploaded anyway. Back to the video product I was making. I've made a playlist for more to talk about because it's long overdue, right? When I do a visual novel, I create a playlist for it, right? Cloudpunk, which I'm going to get back to after I finish Kaori After Story. I'm going to swap to Cloudpunk as the weekend game, and then once I finish that, the story game, basically, right? Once I finish Kaori After Story, I'll switch over to Cloudpunk, finish that series up, and then choose another visual novel. But that's pretty what I might do. I might swap between visual novels and games that are heavily focused on story. Story, exploration. There can be combat, sure, but there's got to be a heavy focus on story. Like the story is a key pivotal selling point for the game, right? So combat can be included, like mini games and stuff, but the focus has to be on story. That has to be a key point of the game, right? The game is based. The story is a driving force for the game, right? It's a core part of the game. That has to be how it is. Maybe that's how I'll do it. You know, the weekend game would be the story game. Obviously, I'm still doing fighting streams on the weekend as well. But maybe I drop the fighting streams on the weekend and I just do fighting streams during the week. And on the weekend, it's a story game, a chill game, a relaxing game. But then that means moving Dissidia to a weekday. So it's kind of annoying because I've got so many fighting games to play through, right? It's just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I've made Mortal Talkbat its own. I made a playlist, and I'll add all the other Mortal Talkbat streams to that playlist when I'm done today. So that way, you know, if anybody wants to watch any of the previous Mortal Talkbat streams, you can, you know, easily go back and watch them, right? That makes it easy to do because you've got a shorts tab, you've got a live streams tab, right, on the channel. So you can easily see the live streams and shorts already, right? I think maybe that's why I went on the rant about the short uploads, because I've got a shorts playlist, but that's a playlist that to my knowledge only includes shorts. That's why I think at one point I just called YouTube Shorts, but I renamed it to Old YouTube Shorts because there's a shorts tab on my channel. So I renamed that to Old Shorts. So that way, anytime you so that's that way, because I think that only contains shorts when I remix, but they're still around, and I don't know if the original videos that I uploaded still exist. But maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. I might just delete that playlist as well, because it really doesn't matter. Like, why would you specifically want to go to, like, why would someone's go their way to specifically watch my old shorts that were converted from the original videos? Why would you do that? Just watch, you know, you just find the short on your own, right? Like, I don't know why you'd want to do that. Or what, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe, I don't know what reason it was for creating the players, but I don't know, maybe it's because I don't know. I really don't know. The more I think about it, there's the logic behind creating the playlist doesn't make any sense to me now. So I might delete that playlist. But anyway, Mortal Talkbat playlist now exists. I'll add all the other previous streams to that playlist when I'm done today. That way you can easily watch all the Mortal Talkbat streams in one easy playlist. And then I will delete that YouTube Shorts playlist because there's a Shorts tab. You don't need a playlist because you can easily just click on that tab and all the shorts are there, right? So there's no need for that playlist anymore. And the live stream playlist is kind of not needed because there's a live streams tab. Maybe I created them. Maybe I created them when I didn't have a shorts or live streams tab. Maybe I don't know. That's the only reason I can think I made them. Maybe I made them because at the time I didn't have the tab, or maybe I didn't realise that I had that your channel has the tabs to switch to shorts or live streams. So it only shows those. They have their own separate sections on the channel. Maybe I didn't realise, either I didn't have access to them at the time, or I didn't realise that they were a thing, because I've been doing YouTube for over a decade now. 10 plus years. I started in like 20... I don't remember exactly, but I'd like to say around 2009, 2010 was when I started doing YouTube. Right? Like I started uploading content to YouTube. So I've been doing YouTube for a long fucking time, right? And back in my day, you didn't have shorts or live streams. You couldn't live stream on Twitch, on YouTube, right? You couldn't do shorts on YouTube, right? So, you know, maybe I created those playlists because I'm old school. So I was used to, like, you know, you create playlists for people to easily find your content, right? But it doesn't make any sense. It makes, now with how YouTube is, only makes sense to create a playlist if you've got specific content that's tailor-made for something, like a game series. And you don't want people to have to funnel through all the content that you've done to find that specific you know, playthrough or a walkthrough or whatever, right? So you have a playlist, people can just watch those specific videos, right? It makes sense for Kaori Art Story because that's doing the visual novel, that's specific, right? Talkbat streams is themed, specific, right? It's a series. So it makes sense to have playlists for them. It doesn't make sense to have a live stream playlist for all live streams because one, all live streams get added because of the Kaori Art Story, you know, and all that, and Cloudpunk, and two, you've got a live streams tab, a section and a short section on my channel which you can go to for that content. So it doesn't make any sense to have playlists for those things. I don't know why at the time, but if I had to guess, it's because I didn't realize I didn't have access to those things. Those sections weren't a thing for my channel at the time. Maybe I didn't unlock them at the time. I didn't have them unlocked yet. I wasn't eligible to have them, or I didn't upload enough content yet. I don't know, or because I'm old school and didn't realize they were a thing. And then when I realized they were a thing, it's like, oh, it's fine. I'll just keep on doing it, which is dumb. Anyway, I realized my mistake now because you know that's stupid. But yeah, oh yeah. In other news, I started playing Mortal Kombat yesterday. Mortal Kombat 1 because I was asked to play it. I was asked to play it like like the other day, a couple days ago or something, but we never got around to it. And then I was asked again yesterday, and ended up having a couple matches with Avery, who's also known as No Sunday Dinner on YouTube. And I played with him. I had some matches with him. I actually won a match against him, and I came in close. I think once or twice. I won one match, and I came close once or twice. But the irony of it is, I beat him once because he was using a character he's not familiar with, and he's really good at fighting games. He plays them a lot. He's got like a fighting controller and everything, right? He takes fighting games seriously. He's been playing them for a long time, right? He actually has, you know, triple digit, maybe even quadruple digit hours on the fighting games, right? On some fighting games, he plays them a lot. And I think at first he was using a character he's not really familiar with, but I still beat him in spite of him not really knowing the character. And then I beat him once, and then when he swapped to a character he actually does know, he was whooping my fucking ass. But I feel like I did come close like a couple times, and afterwards he like told him like, you have a really good grasp of the, according to him, I have a really good grasp of the fundamentals, and I'm above average. I'm not a pro, I'm by no means a pro, but I'm above average and I've got potential, right? Like if I really put time into fighting games, I could be really good. I could maybe even go to tournaments, right? He didn't say about the tournament thing, but like it's like, you know, him saying I'm above average, and like when he was fighting me, he was actually trying. You know, he was actually trying. At the end, after all the matches we had, and we did have a good like maybe a dozen or so matches. He did say at the end, even after he was really trying to beat me and take it seriously, he did say, oh, you know, he still praised me for how I was. You know, before and after he switched, before we was using a character we know as an after, right? So that tells me that's good to hear, because it tells me that I'm actually doing something good, right? I'm actually getting somewhere, right? Like if I keep going and I keep pushing and seeing where this thing goes, I can actually do something good. So it's good to hear that. It's really good to hear that. It's really good to hear that. So let's get down to playing the game. It's obviously going to be Soulcalibur. What the fuck is that? Why is it showing my stream chat? Window capture? That's odd. Okay. Bit weird. Is it automatic? That's the first thing on the app list.
6.
I mean, I hit the wrong thing, but that's a bit weird. Why does it show that? Alright, let's get to it. Be cool when they do another Soulcalibur, it really will be. It's a shame that this is the only Soulcalibur. Like, it's so annoying that this is the only Soulcalibur on PC. It really is such a damn shame. I hope that they actually do more. They do like a Soulcalibur collection or something, like an all-in-one collection of the Soulcalibur games. Oh, in other news, by the way, in case any of you are interested, I don't, you know, obviously, you know, if you're watching this stream, you're, you know, whether you're watching it now and you're lurking away, you know, which I'm thankful for, thank you, or you watch it after the fact, like, you know, as a post VOD on Twitch or, you know, on YouTube. Marvel, Capcom are actually releasing a Marvel vs. Capcom collection, which contains all of the Marvel vs. Capcom games and even some bonus games too. So that's Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2. You've got 3 already on PC, but maybe they'll include that as well as part of the collection, and like a couple other games as well. Like it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. And I'm definitely gonna be buying it. I'm not a fan of multi-fighter games where you control multiple fighters. I'm not a big fan of those games. Same thing with normal games. I prefer it when it's a single character focused game, right? I don't like having to manage multiple characters, which is weird to me because I like Pokemon, right? And Pokemon, yeah, you play you know, you're the trainer. You play as the trainer, but you manage multiple Pokemon, which is like having multiple team members in your party, right? So I like Pokemon, but then I'm like against multiple. I think it's a story thing, right? The story revolves around that singular character, right? And that's what I prefer. That's what I like. I don't like it when you have to control multiple characters and switch between different perspectives. I hate that. 13 is like that, but then finding how 13-2 only play as her sister Sarah, and Lightning Returns, to my knowledge, you only play as Lightning, unless I'm wrong. So it's funny how in 13 you play as multiple characters, but then in 13-2 you only play as her sister, which is a completely different character, and then in Lightning Returns you only play as Lightning, to my knowledge. So it's funny how they made that switch there, right? But then also you got GTA 5, which has been really successful, which has multiple characters. But then I've never completed GTA 5 story. And I think a big part of that is you have to play as multiple characters, which I don't like. So, just the point I'm getting at is, whilst you know, Marvel, the idea of Marvel vs. Capcom is cool because Spider-Man and, you know, Wolverine, you know, X-Men and everything, right? Like, whilst that's all, you know, really cool, it's also, you know, you have to control multiple characters. I guess the way I would, that's more of an exception, I guess, but the way I would do it is I would pick like one team, make one team and only play that team, which would be boring, but I only play that team. Like I'll only play like a specific set of characters together, just for that, just to make it, just, you know, so it's not just one character, but it's like, it might as well be just one team the entire time. Oh, hey Val, how you getting on? How's your day going? Sorry, I was going on a rant. I was going to finish my rant before I address the chat. Hello, my Wi-Fi doesn't work properly somehow. Oh, why is that? Why is it? Is it? I guess your ISP is being buggy. I mean, that does happen. It could be they're doing maintenance in your, keeps buffering. Just I mean, you're watching me on Twitch right now, so you could always switch over to YouTube. Like I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and the YouTube stream is in 720p, whereas the Twitch stream is in 936p, I believe. So it's a lower res on YouTube, but it might buffer less because of that, because it's using less data. Obviously, with your internet, it shouldn't be happening at all. You should have no problem being able to watch with your internet. But if that's the problem, you can always switch over to YouTube and just watch it there. Obviously, it's it'd be nice to just watch it on Twitch, but that is an option for anyone, by the way, who has trouble watching the stream on Twitch. I stream to YouTube and Twitch, and I use Restream, so I can stream to both platforms at the same time. So if you're watching it on Twitch, just know that there are people that could be watching it on YouTube as well. And so, can't find you on YouTube. I have a Linktree link on my Twitch channel. Now I'll just grab that, I guess. There we go. Oh. Why does it feel the need to do that? That's odd. Oh, there we go. That's weird. There we go. There we go. So for anyone who's wondering, for anyone who's wondering, that's my Linktree link, which literally has all of my streams on there. So you can literally, at a glance, it has everything there: YouTube, Twitch. I don't stream on Kick currently, but if I could, I would. Because it's another platform to stream on. I just don't stream on there because Restream for free. I use Restream for free, and you're limited to 2 platforms at a time. So I chose YouTube and Twitch. If I could, I would stream to Kick as well, and TikTok. Kick. I mean, it's another platform to stream on. I'm not gonna scoff at it because it's more exposure, right? It's more eyes on the product, so to speak. So I'm not, yeah, there's problems with Kick. People have their problems with Kick, sure, but to me, it's another stream. It's another platform, right? Like I'm not gonna turn my nose at it. It's more exposure, more eyes on what I do. More potential eyes on what I do. I'm not gonna scoff at it. Alright, let's go. I would. Yeah, to each their own. I'm one thing I was taught, I believe, during college, and I still hold the information to this day in my brain, is you don't ever want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to have multiple things going, right? Backup plans, contingency plans, and all that stuff. You don't ever want to just put all your eggs in one basket because you're limiting yourself. So. Huh, interesting. I don't want to spend this money, but fuck it.
A warrior stands in your way.
Quite loud. Even though I've turned it down, which is weird. Let's start match. I have to turn it down. Weird.
Fight!
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Stop this! KO!
You win. Nice. Yeah, but it's why I upload my shorts to YouTube and TikTok, because it's more it's two different platforms, so it's different. It's, you know, there are people who only use YouTube and don't use TikTok. There are people who use TikTok and don't use YouTube. There are people who use both. And obviously the platforms are available in different countries and regions and blah blah blah. You know, but I upload my shorts to both, even though for the most part I do get some shorts that pop off on YouTube and not on TikTok. But for the most part, 9 times out of 10, I would say, my shorts on the shorts that I upload, both YouTube and TikTok, they do a lot better on TikTok on average than they do on YouTube. Like, if I'm lucky, I may get maybe 100 or so views on a YouTube short, if I'm lucky. Sometimes 30, sometimes 40 views. But if I'm lucky and it does, if it does, a short, for me, a short does well. A short is done okay, like, you know, average, if it's got like 50 to 100 views on YouTube. On TikTok, I get 200 plus views on a short. So, which isn't much, but that's a hell of a lot better than what it does on YouTube. But I have had shorts on YouTube where I've uploaded a short, 2 shorts, and they've got like 500 plus views. I might just be an old lady that I don't like TikTok. No, you're not an old lady. You just, you know, you can argue you're old school. Like, I actually said that earlier. I'm old school when it comes to YouTube and stuff. With how I'm old school and how I approach doing my content. I'm also lazy, but I'm also old school, because I come from an era of YouTube, you know, like, where you didn't have live streams, you didn't have shorts, you didn't have any of that. I've had to adapt and learn to use all of that stuff, right? But when I was starting out on YouTube, no shorts didn't exist. Right, you know, TikTok didn't exist. You know, Kick didn't exist. It was just Twitch or JStream, whatever it's called before, JTV or something. I don't know. It was called something before. Twitch wasn't always called Twitch. It was called, no, Justin TV maybe. Maybe it was Justin TV. Like, it before. I don't know if I used it at that time. Maybe I heard of it. I just didn't care to use it. But yeah, but I do get where you're coming from. Like, you know, I don't really care for TikTok myself either, right? I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitch, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitter, or X as it's called now, right? Because X, people just complain on the platform, they just talk a bunch of shit. It's just people hating on one another, and it's it's mostly just negativity. Like, it seems like there is such a cesspool of shit on Twitter. I'm not going to call it X, I'm going to call it Twitter. But it's such a cesspool of shit. It's a horrible platform filled with a lot of horrible people. Are there good people that use the platform? Sure. But it's filled with so much crap and people just essentially screaming at one another and just spewing so much venom and toxicity. And a similar thing with Facebook, I would argue. But I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitter, even though I probably should, you know, to push my content. Again, it's more exposure, more eyes on my stuff, but I don't have those. Like, I'm not willing to make an exception to have those platforms, despite how I feel. TikTok is you know, filled with a lot of stupid content, but the internet can be a dark place. It can be. It most certainly can be. But the reason I make an exception with TikTok and Kick, for instance, right? When I don't make it, I say these things about Twitter and by a proxy. No, I say these things about Twitter and to an extent about Facebook as well, right? But then I'm willing to use TikTok, right? And have used Kick. But I guess the reason for that is because Twitter isn't... You can watch stuff on Twitter, but Twitter is more to advertise that I'm making content, right? It's to inform people, hey, I'm streaming right now, or hey, I've uploaded a new video, or I've just finished a stream, right? It's more to advertise your content. Whereas TikTok, you actually upload your content, and that's where people watch the stuff, right? So I guess that's why I make an exception with TikTok and not Twitter, not having Twitter, and I have TikTok. Because even though I don't really care for TikTok, and I think it's filled with a lot of stupid content, a lot of stupid people. No, sorry to anybody who's watching me now who's from TikTok, I apologise, but I don't mean everybody, right? Let me really, I apologise, because I don't mean everybody on TikTok. There's a lot of stupid shit on TikTok and a lot of bad content on TikTok, right? Like same thing with YouTube as well, right? There's a lot of stupid people and content on YouTube as well, right? So I apologise. I don't mean everyone on TikTok, and I hope I didn't say that. If I did, I apologise. What I mean is, you know, there's a lot of crappy content on TikTok and a lot of crappy people on TikTok. But I mainly use TikTok to... I watch some stuff on TikTok, but I mainly use TikTok to, you know, put my content out there, you know. But hopefully no one's offended by me saying that. It's just my opinion, right? And I don't want anybody to be offended. I also don't want to get cancelled, please. But I just, you know, if I didn't have to use TikTok, I wouldn't. You know, I wouldn't. If I didn't have to use TikTok, I wouldn't. That's just the truth. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't. If I didn't have to use it, I wouldn't. I use TikTok because it's a popular platform. A lot of people use it, and I'm a small-time content creator. You know, it's more potential eyes on my stream. It's more potential people to watch me and support me, right? And hopefully be entertained by me, right? Because you don't have to support me. Like, if you're watching my streams, if you're interacting with my content, if you're liking my videos, if you're commenting on the videos, you know, basically, if you're giving me the time of day and you're choosing to spend your precious years, your precious time on this earth, right? Because we all die. You know, every person's journey has an end, right? If you're choosing to spend some of your precious time watching me and giving me your time of day, that is worth its weight in gold, and that is worth so much more than monetary support, right? If you're actively giving me some of your time, I like your stream. I appreciate that, Val. Thank you. But that goes for anybody, right? Whether you're from TikTok or not, I still appreciate you being here. And like I said, you're not all bad. It's just there are a lot of people, bad people on the platform. Same thing with YouTube as well. But yeah, like you giving me your time of day is worth its weight in gold, because I can't stress enough how bad it is streaming to nobody, talking your arse off like I do, trying to be entertaining, trying to talk, trying to engage, you know, constantly trying to, you know, be actively entertaining as best as I can be, and then having nobody be here to you know, watch the stream or be entertained by it. You make it sound funny by now. You make it sound funny by now. That's good to know. Like it's funny, right? But it's also sad, right? It's like you know when they say dance like nobody's watching, right? Well, imagine streaming like nobody's watching and nobody's actually watching, right? It's horrible, right? And when you're trying to put the effort in like I am, right? I'm at the start of the stream, right? And what you don't see when I start the stream up is I'm editing the title, I'm making sure the description of the live stream for YouTube is all good, I'm editing the meta tags, I'm setting up all the chats and stuff so I can see people talking. Right, I'm not saying it takes a ludicrous amount of effort, right? Construction workers and manual labour jobs, right, are so much harder than what I'm doing, right? I'm not comparing what I do to any of those hardcore fucking jobs, right? In no way is it by any means that hard. You're not nowhere close. But what I'm getting at is I do put the effort in when I stream, right? I do try to make sure the stream is good, everything looks good, everything is going good, right? And I do, I upload and I edit, my clips and stuff. I upload those. I try to use the right tags and stuff so the most people see it, and the people who will hopefully like the content see it, right? To use the appropriate tags and stuff. Like, I really do put effort in to try and, make sure, I'm entertaining. People might find me entertaining, right? And that people can hopefully find me to maybe find me entertaining, right? It's a lot, I am putting in the effort here, right? And then to have nobody, and this isn't sour grape, by the way. I'm not trying to sound like a whiny bitch, right? Even though I am whining here. Right, I don't mean to sound like a whiny bitch, right? This isn't sour grapes. This isn't intentionally sour grapes, right? What I'm saying is, to put in all that effort and then have nobody be here to appreciate the effort or to be entertained, to see the fruits of your labour, right? To have the fruits of your labour flourish. Yeah, right, like, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, right? To be humble here, I do sound like a whiny bitch, but that isn't the intent. So you are a whining bitch. Is message held for review? That's fine. Show the message. It's fine, YouTube. So you are a whining bitch sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. But you get my point, right? Like, it means the world when, after all that effort I put in, right? And I'm not saying, like I said, I don't go above and beyond like some content creators do, right? I don't go above and beyond, right? I'm not sitting here. No, I get what you're saying. It's fine. I get what you're saying. I mean, I get you're joking, but jokes aside, you're not wrong. I can be a whiny bitch sometimes, right? But I'm not trying to be. I'm just making the point that, I do put in a good amount of effort to make sure the stream is good, right, and the content is good, and then to have nobody appreciate it, right, is horrible. Thankfully, I've got some people who do support me on Twitch and YouTube, as of right now, maybe more down the road, right, but. And then I've got TikTok, which, people, a lot of my shorts on TikTok have popped off, and I'm getting a lot of likes on some of them. They've slowed down. The ones that popped off, they've slowed down. But there was like two on TikTok that really popped off, and to see that happen, it makes me happy, right? It's validation. Right, it makes me feel validated. Like the effort that I'm putting in means something, right? I guess what I'm trying to say through all of that ranting and all of this talking is, it's nice to have some people who watch my content and you can sit back and say, I enjoyed that. Just those simple words, right? I enjoyed that. You may think you're talking a lot, and I do talk a lot, right? I do talk. That's why my fighting series is called Mortal Talkbat. That's the joke, right? Mortal Kombat, Mortal Talkbat. If that already wasn't immediately obvious, right? That's why it's called Mortal Talkbat, because it's a play on Mortal Kombat. I'm explaining the joke, which takes away the funny, but I talk a lot, right? There's the joke, right? I know, I'm a genius. Yeah, you talk a lot. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I am brutally aware that I talk a lot. I'm fully aware. But that's the to have even a few people watch me and go, I enjoy what you do. You make me laugh. You actually distract me from the woes of my life. To have somebody, even one person, feel that way, You know, it's like I said, it's worth its weight in gold. You know, it means the world. So, whilst, you know, people donating and supporting is nice and all, you know, for me, having done this for 10 plus years, I would sooner have 200 people watching me and not a single one donates, but they come back to my streams every day or every other day and they watch me and they engage in my content and they love what I do, then have 10 people watching me and one person donates. Don't get me wrong, it's nice for people to donate. Free money, I'll accept it, right? If you've got money and you want to give it to me, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to lie to you. I won't say no to free money. But at the same time, like I said, I'd rather have 200 people watching me, engaging with my content and liking what I do, than have only a handful of people watching me and supporting me financially. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. The few people watching me is worth its weight in gold if it's just a few people, right? Like, maybe 200 is too big of an example, but I hope you get my point. That wasn't worded the best, but I hope you get my point. The point being, I'd rather have people, to make it clear, I'd rather have people watching me and engaging with my content than supporting me financially, especially if you can't afford it. I don't want people wasting their money on me. You know, spend your money on bills and things that will give you continuous, you know, happiness or whatever, right? Like, don't waste your money on me. But the point I'm making is I'd rather have people watching, engage with my content than have people, you know, donate, especially if they can't afford it. That's the point I was trying to make, but I feel like I worded it really badly. Maybe we should play the game a little. Hey, quantity over quality, okay? I have one match, I talk for 50 minutes, and then we do another match, okay? That's how we stretch out the content. I'm not good at fighting games, okay? I've got a long way to go. For anyone who hasn't noticed, I do the same combo, I do the same moves over and over again because I haven't made the effort to learn any combos. You know, for anyone who hasn't clocked on, you know, I do the same moves over and over. So I've got to like stretch the fights out, so it seems like the fights are really entertaining. But you're right, I will continue on. It's all about muscle memory. You're not wrong, same thing with music games. In search of strength, a worthy opponent awaited me at the end of my journey. With our pride as warriors at stake, we began our battle. I feel like that's the same thing other fights have said. That's the same tried and tested stuff, I swear to God. That's the same shit I've seen said before. Seriously? Oh, it's the same one. It's the same one. Slightly less lower damage, but 1 point higher damage. But it's also the red flame, and I am evil, apparently, according to this game. Because of one choice I made. Because of one choice I made, I'm an evil fuck. So let's change that. To use a weapon that actually works for me.
Battle 1. Fight! Wrong move.
Oh no. See?
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh, I won though.
You're too weak. Huh?
Get ready.
KO.
Get wrecked. Oh, more missions. Alright, now to talk for 2 more hours and then get on to another match. That's a level 21, I'm level 13. Let's end the exploration. I'm still waiting for GFN to activate. Oh, bloody hell. Hopefully it processes sooner rather than later. Now, don't get me wrong, the service is really good. But, what's... Uh-oh. Hopefully nothing's messed up. 23, 41, 40, and it's not gonna show me what to do here. Okay, I physically can't select it. Oh, I was gonna have enough gold to see what it is. Okay. Alright, let's do the story mission, I guess. I'm just mission. Oh, okay. Thought that was generally wrong. Like listening to you for 2 hours without gameplay. Hey, alright. There's a category on Twitch. It's called Just Chatting for that very thing, okay? I'll have you know I could do one hell of a podcast if I wasn't a lazy shit and actually went through with it. I could have an 8-hour podcast where I literally just waffle for 8 hours straight with no script or planning. I just start it and I just talk. Imagine that, 8 hours of me talking without interruption. Oh, by the way, Val, if you're liking GFN, there is. I mean, obviously, you know. Obviously, you know, I can't. You know, you're not made of money. No one is. But there is another one called Luna. GF, maybe you should start instead of chatting instead. What, a podcast? But I would be chatting. That's actually what I do on podcasts. Point. But there is another one outside of GFN called Luna. I think maybe I looked into it. I feel like I did look into it at one point, because Luna is Amazon's cloud gaming service. You've got Xbox as well. I would argue GFN is the best one. As of right now, it's the best one. But Luna is another one, and obviously you've got Xbox cloud gaming, but I don't think they're as good as GFN. I know I used PlayStation's cloud one, but that was I believe, if I remember correctly, that was horrible. That was so bad. There you are, we're already here. Raise the anchor, we're leaving port. I thank Maxi again for all his help. Don't worry about it. Take a load off and enjoy the ride. Oh, was that it? That was it. Wow, that was content. Alright, there's a side mission, let's do it. Level 8. Oh boy. You're not ready. You're not ready. The Intrepid Merchant. I happened across a young man arguing with pirates while I was gathering information in a port town. His name was Thomas. The stage is slippery, impairing movement, and low attacks do more damage for both you and your opponent. Okay? I was gathering information by the docks when I noticed a sailor at the mouth of the harbour. A perturbed look on his face. The merchant ship's in real trouble. I shifted my attention to the harbour, where I saw a European merchant ship on a collision course with a small galley. I asked the sailor why the galley wasn't taking evasive manoeuvres. The pilot on that merchant ship is probably in cahoots with the crew of the galley. Truth is, the galley is a pirate ship. Oh, would you look at that? They crashed. What a shame. Both the merchant ship and the galley, despite being heavily damaged by the impact, managed to make it to the docks without sinking. A young European man steps off the merchant ship and was quickly surrounded by a group of brawny men. Content. Yes, content. That short little cuts, that short little bit of dialogue was worth me clicking on it. You should try voice acting. Not about that. I do voices because, you know, it adds a bit more content, right, and hopefully makes things a bit more entertaining. Plus, if they've got no voices themselves, it's nice to actually give the characters a voice, even if it is a shit one, right? It's better than just me reading it in the normal tone of voice. But I don't know about voice acting. I wouldn't say I'm a pro. A voice. It's an adolescent. That was disrespectful, you guys. Though, I guess we crashed into each other, so we're both at fault. Come to think of it, where is my pilot? Oh, I get it now. He's one of your buddies. He made our ships rammed into each other. What the hell did you just say? How dare you accuse us of something like that? Oh my, it looks like I'm in a real pickle, doesn't it? Let's see. The young merchant surveyed his surroundings before fixing his gaze on me. Hey, you there! Would you mind giving me a hand? The pirates turned angry faces. Sorry, the pirates turned angry faces. What? The pirates with angry face the pirates who sported angry faces turned in my direction. There, fixed slightly. You can learn. Yeah, you're not wrong. You can always learn. So you're on this guy's side, huh? You're both dead meat. Well, we'll see about that, mate. We'll see about that. Go ahead and try your best.
Fight!
Ready?
Fight!
Stop this!
Oh god, they kept moving about. Kind of spamming buttons there, but I'm trying to.
Fight! Ring out!
Oh, that's funny. You think my singing is just talent? I've been to lessons for like 5 years, so anything. Yeah, you're not wrong. I know Ed Sheeran has talked about it. People think he's got the voice of an angel and you were born with it or whatever like that. And he was on a talk show and he talked about it himself. He was like, I wasn't born with this talent, like, to sing. I was, he even played a recording of himself. To his credit, he played a recording of himself when he was like starting out, and he was really shit. Like, he sounded like arse, and he literally even said as such. Like, this is how I sounded before I actually put in the work. Just to prove a point, like, you have to work at it. You have to own your craft, right? Like, you have to push and develop it. Like, you know, I get what you're saying. As, you know, I've heard people say before, Ed Sheeran being an example. Any skill can be learned. I guess I just don't know if I would want to do it professionally. You know, like if I was asked, maybe I would consider it. You know, and that person who asked me because they think I've got potential was willing to work with me, and that, you know, that I learned sort of like, you know, on the job. That's different. But to actually put time aside to do it, you know, I do this for fun as a hobby, right? I do the voices, and I know I'm shit, but that's part of the entertainment of it, right? Sure, I could do, you know, actually push myself to learn and get better at it, you know, but I don't know. I just, you know, I do it, you know, as a hobby. Even though I do put effort into streaming, as I said, you know, it is still ultimately a hobby. I'm trying to push it, and you can make the argument with that logic. You should push yourself to get better at the voice acting because you do, you know, you try to your best to do voices, so you might as well get better at it, which will amplify the stream, right? That's a fair argument that can be made, but like I said, I guess it's just because, you know, I want to just be able to just stream and go live. I don't want to have to, like, I don't want it to be like a job. I do this for fun as a hobby. So, like I said though, you know, never say never. You know, if I was asked, or, you know, like visual novels, for instance, right? I'm a big fan of visual novels. If I was asked to work on one, or even if someone saw my content and said, you know, I get his shit, but he does some of the voices he does aren't actually that bad. Like he's got potential to be good, and you know that they wanna work with me. Like I said, I'm asked. You know, maybe someone sees my content or whatever, right? Then maybe I would consider it. But if an opportunity arose, but when I'm doing this just for fun, you know, it's not a job. I do this, you know, to pass the time and just, you know, as something to do. I just don't know if I want to put that much effort into it. Like, I put effort into streaming, but I feel like that might be a little bit too much effort for my liking. But I do get what you're saying, and it is a fair point. It's something to think about and consider. It certainly is, but I just don't know. As of right now, I like how things are, but things can change, obviously. But you do make a fair point. Anyway, ran over. Back to the content. Oh my, you're quite strong, aren't you? Thanks for the help. The name's Thomas. I'm a merchant from the Netherlands. Can't stand people from the Netherlands. I'm kidding. I'm a merchant from the Netherlands who's scouring the world for hitherto unseen treasures. That means the accent the voice I'm doing is completely wrong for that region. Talking like this, you young scallywagon. No way, he is Dutch. He said it's from the Netherlands. I can bring up the log, right? Yeah, the Netherlands. He's literally from the Netherlands. He said that wasn't the line of dialogue where he said it, but he said no, yeah, he said it there. So he said it there. I'm merchant from the Netherlands. Yeah. So this guy is Dutch, and I'm putting on a crappy English voice for him. Yeah, he's from the Netherlands. The Netherlands, a rising. Sorry, that's not an actual character. The Netherlands, a rising power whose ships can be seen across the seven seas. I've never seen them. Okay. As you can see, my prized vessel isn't fit to sail in its current state. Worse, I'm in no position to pay for the repairs. Would you be able to help me out? Of course, I'll reward you later and make the investment worthwhile. What do you say? The young man had a cheerful hauntingness to him, and he was brimming with a strange yet enticing charm. The young man, a feel like the voice I'm doing is a bit of an older. Give him 500. Fuck it. Go on. Let's get scammed. Thank you kindly, friend. I'll head straight to a notary and get them to issue a promissory note right away. He didn't seem like an untrustworthy fellow, so I told him there was no need for a promissory note. After a brief friendly conversation, we parted ways. I'm well known for being a man of my word, so rest assured that you'll see a nice return on your investment.
Your soul surges in your body.
Yay! Search of strength. Let's do it. Sit down. Oh, of course. Such a short journey, but then it's right there. 70-70. Yeah, I can pretty much do this fine. A bandit leaped out of nowhere to block my path. I had no choice but to fight. Let's do it.
Fight!
No, I should block. Get up!
You are hopeless.
Kind of spamming buttons a little bit, but thankfully I'm approaching the fights in a semi-competent way where even though I don't know any combos, I'm able to, you know, beat them with a fair amount of ease. Some fights are genuinely difficult, but that's because of my lack of game mechanics and combos and character knowledge. Otherwise, you know, not the worst. Level 16. Search of strength. A worthy opponent awaited me at the end of my journey. With our pride as warriors at stake, we begun our battle. I swear this is like such a generic text. You say just zippering your opponents move quickly. Okay.
Fight!
That's one thing I like about. I mean, I thought I'd check just in case. But that's the one thing I like about. I shouldn't be pausing it all the time. That's. I mean, the fight's only just started, and we haven't actually started fighting yet. So it's not the end of the world. But that's kind of like, you know, bad. But the one thing I like about Injustice, like more NetherRealm games, is when you pause the menu, it gives you some like basic combos you can go off of, like useful moves for that character. And then obviously, you know, if you want to really get into that character, nitty-gritty of that character, you can then learn, you know, more advanced combos and stuff, right? Whereas this game, you pause it and no, there's nothing here. Sure, you can go to combat lessons, and then I can go to Amy, and then there's stuff here, right? But this is like going out of my way, and it's kind of annoying. I'm a god.
Fight!
Easy.
Nice.
Fight!
Take this!
No.
Ring out!
I swear that all of my matches are won by luck. I swear to God, I'm competent. Okay, I'm competent. All right, I'm keen. I'm lean, and I'm deadly. I swear. I can hear you all chuckling, okay, away, but I promise you, that's all true. Oh man, can't believe that happened, man. Oh, why are they always far in search of strength? It's always far away. Right, well let's end exploration because I need some bloody funds. I gazed out at the beauty of the Pacific Ocean and took a deep breath of fresh sea air. Humming to himself. Right. Humming to himself, Maxie looked pleased to be on the water again. Ah. Nothing beats the wind and the waves, you know. I was born in the Ryukyu Islands, prohibition the name, where you needed a boat to get anywhere. But the sea's always a joy, no matter where you sail. So you love the sea too. It'd be cool. See, you get it. My father was a tradesman hired by the government to operate a merchant ship. So I grew up with a deck under my feet. Being on land doesn't feel right. Ask him why he became a pirate. Sure. To cut a long story short, I just want to be free to travel the world. Before my father passed away, he told me to go out and sail the seven seas, live life with no regrets. When I first set sail, I understood what he meant. The world is huge. There's so many things to see and do. My journey's just getting started. The winds have changed, and the sky's looking nasty. The sea's gonna get rough. Yeah, those clouds mean trouble. We're gonna have to weather it. Get ready for a wild ride. Normally, I'd play it safe, but we're short on time. In for a penny, in for a pound, I say. Ah, I see. So this takes you through all of the continent, and I've kind of just gone there on my own and spent a lot of unnecessary gold when I could have played through the story and done this. But like any good gamer, when you get the main story and then you get a ton of side shit to do, you then go and completely ignore the main story and then do all of the side shit. And then when there's no more side shit to do, you then do the main stuff. Maybe not everybody is like that, you know. There are those who just do the main story, main content, you know, and nothing else. But I am someone who, if presented with main content and side content, I will go and do all the side content and then get back to the main content. And I think that's what's happening. Pro gamer, yeah. Absolute pro. I think that's what's happening though. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like it's taking me through all of the places I've done the side quests at already. So I could have basically travelled there for free without paying. It doesn't matter though, I'm leveled and I've got weapons, so it makes this content easier. But you can tell that I'm over leveled because I've got decent weapons and I'm, you know, quadruple the levels that these people are, so it is what it is. I want to do the side content because, you know, why not? Kong Wang's proposal. Maxi and Kiam were right to be apprehensive. Our ship headed straight into a storm and, after being buffeted by the wind and the waves, we were left grounded pondering our next move. Your opponent's counter hits do more damage to defeat them. Let's go. What are we gonna do, brother? Ain't got the materials to fix the ship. Brother, some merchants are being attacked on the other side of the hill. Gotta be bandits. What? We've gotta do something. Yoko, help us out. You're out of luck, Kong Wang. This is as far as you go. Yes. You're one of Ling Pei's stooges. You need a better disguise. Your weapon and stance betray you. It doesn't matter. You're still going to die. Gormless brat! You think you can beat me? Hold it. Hold it. That's a who's you between so many voices? Oh. Oh, good timing. Sorry, good timing. This fiend wants to fence this old me dead. Please help. Leave it to me, old man. You stand back. You have no idea who you face, stranger. Prepare to die. That was horrible, I know, but it was switching between so many, like 1 or 2 is fine, but that was like 3 or 4 people there. Maybe 3, like, switching between them so quickly on command. It's
You are hopeless.
Get fucked, bitch!
Fight!
Excuse me. Really got me out of a tight spot there. Such skill, Maxi, my friend. I owe you and your companion my life. Ah, do I know you? No, but I know you. I'm something of a dealer of information. I introduce people to mercenaries and bodyguards, so I keep my ears open for tales of capable fighters. Rumours of you and your crew's exploits, Maxi, are 10 a penny. Right. I think I'm gonna regret helping this guy. He's kinda creeping me out. Is that ship yours? Yes. Oh, and thanks for your help. Allow me to lend you my services, free of charge. The calculating look in the merchant's eyes were a little disconcerting, but there was no reason to turn him down. My ship's aground in a storm yesterday, so I'd appreciate a little help with the repairs. Yes, consider me at your service. However... Yeah, people want you dead. Don't worry, we'll keep an eye on you. In which case, please escort me to the town near here. It's not far. Well, we've got to watch the ship and get started on repairs. Hey, Yoko, do me a favor and go with him. Then more bad guys show up, you know what to do. Keep going, you should get to Yangguang before long. I wanted to get to Yangguang as quickly as possible, and Maxi said the repairs to the ship would keep him from moving for some time. So I agreed to accompany Kong Wang. Yes. You look like a strong sort. I'm grateful for your assistance. Okay, watch yourself out there. Next time we meet, I swear I'll show you how fun sailing can be. In the meantime, stay savvy and say hello to Horang for me. Alright, 500 gold. More side stuff that would be a pain in the ass to get to. Because of course it is. Oh, level 13 and level 16, yay! I have more stuff, more stuff, yay! Right. Our negotiations finished. A new travelling companion. Our negotiations finished. I accompanied Kong Wang to his tavern, a bustling place where people offering their services negotiated with potential customers. It was there I met a rather eccentric fella. Beat your opponent. Go. Not much further now, my shop is just over there. My shop? I mean, well, it's more of a tavern than anything. As I mentioned, I'm what you'd call a middleman. I connect people who want something done with the people who can do it. You say my merchandise is people? Oh. It was safe to say I didn't trust him. I bet he wanted to appraise potential merchandise when he asked for a bodyguard. It may not be the place, but make yourself at home. Hey, old man. What do we do here, blood? Indeed, and quite skilled. Yes. Perhaps even more so than you, Mitsurugi. Oh, is that so? Hello there, stranger. My name is Hishiro Mitsurugi, and I'm feeling bored. How about a friendly match?
Battle 1. Fight!
Let me see what you can do. You are hopeless.
Hey!
Battle 2. Fight!
Ready? Ready? You're no match.
KO! Battle 3. Fight!
What's that? You're mine. You fight well. You are hopeless.
KO!
Nice. Not bad. We'll get along just fine. Yes. You really are skilled, aren't you? Mitsurugi here is my best warrior, and that's no lie. I can't deny. None of the fighters here are a match for me. It was invigorating to spar with someone of your caliber for a change. Yoko here, some business in Yangguang. Yangguang? What a coincidence. So do I. I've saved enough coin here to continue. So I was thinking of catching a boat there to Japan. What good fortune. Let's head to Yangguang together. Always better to have some company on the road. Yes, it will be a shame to lose you, Mitsurugi. I'm going to rethink my plans. Thanks for all the help, Yoko. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Tell him not to get his promise to Maxi. Yes, we are loyal. Of course! The merchant's word is his honor. Yay! 600 gold, woo! Across the seas to the east is an island country named Japan. Mitsurugi is what they call a samurai from those parts. I left my homeland to search for a legendary sword called Soul Edge. I'm a warrior, sworn to the sword. I wanted Soul Edge to help prove that a blade can be stronger than any Tangashima. However, I never found it. Bah! A dog chasing his tail with more luck than I. Ask about Soul Edge. I've searched far and wide, but found no clues. Some say it lies in the hands of a pirate. Some say wealthy merchants are seeking it. I hear so many stories. Is it me who should ask you about it? It is me who should ask you about the sword. I shall abandon my search and consider my journey valuable training. Many strong warriors exist throughout the world. If I'd stayed in Japan, I never would have known this. But I don't know if the ships have been sailing from Yangguang. The old man says something peculiar is going on there. But he's not especially trustworthy. So, why do you wish to head there? I told him the commotion in Yangguang was probably caused by the appearance of an astral fissure, and that I sought the power of the fissures. Astral fissures? Never heard of them. Still, the direction we head in is the same, so I shall join you. You have nothing to fear with me near. Mitsurugi gave a hearty laugh. The road ahead was long, and we were going to have to camp on the way. His company was welcome. Oh, cutscene! Oh. Flashbacks. Okay. Hey! Hey! Wake up! You were screaming in your sleep. It was nosy, so I kicked you until you woke up. Everything okay? I explained to him that if I didn't absorb power from astral fissures, I would die. Honestly, your hotel is hard to swallow, but I can tell something's got you jumping at least. Very well. Tomorrow we hasten our pace. It had been longer than I realised since I last absorbed the power of an astral fissure. I needed to get to one quickly. With a growing sense of urgency, I continued my journey. We stopped off at a village along our way, hoping to find some information on Yangguang and gather supplies. Welcome, welcome! You do not look well at all, Yoko. Eat heartily. Get some fire in your belly. Who knows what awaits us on the road ahead? A true warrior must be prepared to fight at all times. So in other words, I won't complain if you want to order a feast. We intend to go to Yangguang, but we heard things are rough there. Do you know anything? At the mention of Yangguang, the shopkeeper's smile slipped. I hear things there are quite bad. A number of people were attacked, and when they caught the culprit, it turned out to be one of the townspeople gone mad. Soon, more and more people began acting strangely. The killings resumed, and the bodies began to pile up. It was when that was when the panic started. You wouldn't think it now, but it used to be the most prosperous town in the area. Some of its residents have even fled to our tiny hamlet. It was worse than I had expected. Was this astral fissure responsible? My fear of Haran's safety grew steadily stronger. I tried to reassure myself that he was capable of looking after himself. I hear the area around Yangguang is teeming with mad townsfolk who butcher anyone they can find. I say this for your own safety. Turn back. Your concern is appreciated, but my friend here has no intention of turning tail. Isn't that right? I nodded to the grinning Mitsurugi, but unease swelled in my stomach. The sharp pains in my head show no sign of letting up either. He has come, just as expected. Because of the astral fissure, I assume. How should we proceed? It is too soon to act. Stay your hand. He may be Aswell's creature, and you say we should merely stand by? You disrespect my decision. Tracking Aswell is our priority. Besides, he seems to be heading to Yangguang. We can assess the threat there. Understood. Very well. Alright, they are tracking me, it seems. Interesting. Also, I have a call. I'll be back in a second. Enjoy the music for now. But I had a phone call. Alright, let's continue. What's the time now? 5:30. We'll do like one or two more, and then I think I'll end it there. I'll save this one and the next one, whether this is and whatever the next thing is. Are you okay? So let me just check the mic's activities. Gotta be sure. Are you okay? You look terrible. Well, Yangguang isn't much further. We can rest when we get there. Ready? Yeah, I know, but I only go for like a couple hours at a time. I mean, it's like plus like the phone call was to head over and hang out with someone. So we'll get food in. No. I know, but I'll be live tomorrow. I literally have been going live every day. Okay, you know, but it's quality over quantity, you know. As I said before, I don't want to like go for multiple hours and then feel like I'm forcing myself and be burned out, and it sounds like I'm just forcing it. Like I'm not putting in the effort. Chatting Discord is also good. Yeah. Chatting on Discord is also good as well. Oh, I need some white. Not to overshare here, but I have to wipe my armpits down because it's sweaty. Oh man. Oh, that's nasty. Oh. It's just hot, man. It's so hot. Alright. What's that? Help! A man was running toward us from the direction of the town. He seemed to be terrified. Why are you sharing it on your stream? Because it's funny, and sometimes I overshare. I got to fill the time somehow. He's gonna kill me! Ow! I don't wanna die! A dark figure appeared behind the man, moving with preternatural speed. What the hell is that word? Preternatural speed. In a blink of an eye, the figure mercilessly struck down the defenseless man. Ah! And the dark figure noticed us. Waves of fury and bloodlust sent a sickening chill down my spine. Without hesitation, I readied my weapon. And that's when I realised it was Horan. Something was very wrong. His eyes glowed like embers, and his face was twisted into a menacing snarl. Blood covered his tattered clothes, barely concealing bulging muscles, which looked more like those of a monster than a well-trained fighter. There was no trace of Horan's calm demeanour and ready smile, but it was, without a doubt, him. You. His voice was a bestial growl. A mad grin, bro. It was just like a grumpy man from my voice. His voice was a bestial growl. A mad grin broke across his face. He licked the blood from his weapon. He stared at me for a long moment, then turned and ran toward Yangguan. So that's one of these mad townsfolk, huh? Vicious. The man Horan murdered lay still before me. I couldn't believe what I'd just seen. What's wrong? Still in shock, I explained everything to Mitsurugi. Let's play a game sometime. Yeah, we'll definitely have to. Obviously, you know, as we've talked about it before, it really depends on what it is. You know, if I have it or if I'm willing to get it. I don't know if you'd like it because it's online, but like a game I'm looking to get at some point is called Killer Clowns. I don't know if you'd like it. I mean, it's a DVD-like game. Dead by Daylight. It's similar to Dead by Daylight, where you've got you got 3 clowns, and you got a team of like 7 humans who have to like work together to escape. They can either escape on their own or work together to escape and like, you know, beat the clowns. And you got different clowns, different abilities and stuff, and it's very similar to Dead by Daylight. But that's a game I'm thinking of getting at some point. A lot of fighting games, a couple of fighting games I'm looking to get. I know you mentioned Medieval Dynasty. Sounds scary. Not to me, but and I'm not scared of clowns. But if you've got a fear of clowns, it probably is. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not. I don't care. I'm not scared of clowns, but I mean, you know, you have me added on Steam, so I would say, you know, just look at I've got like what 600 plus games, is it? Like, how many games do I actually have on my Steam? According to Steam, I have 650 games according to Steam. So, there may be something that I have that you have, you know, that I tried to get enshrouded again. Yeah, they've been adding stuff. They've been, I think maybe like Monstrosity, who you also, Mummy, who obviously you know that but like you might have mentioned they've been adding to that game. But you can add. No, I think you did talk about it because you can. They've made it so you can make round doors now, like a Hobbit place from Lord of the Rings. I think that's the thing they added. They had like round doors. That's not the only change they added, obviously. I'm sure, but the fact that you can have like round doors, I think, is a thing there in there that comes to mind. I find it funny that while this is going on, we've got a creature who wants to attack us. Who's been killing people. That I'm taking the time in the middle of this engagement to turn to my companion and give them a lore dump, basically. I'm giving them a lot of exposition out of nowhere. What is the enemy just standing there? Is that what's going on here? You want to play that? Yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't have it installed, and I don't have GFN right now. I actually cancelled my GFN because I'm not really using it at the moment. With you know, obviously having to wait till the evening to use it, and the fact that a lot of the games I'm playing right now, my PC can run, so it's not. I've not really got much of a need for it right now. I don't know how well I could run Shrouded on my PC natively. But it's also, I've got to think about the storage as well, because I've only got like, I think 140 gigs left. I'd have to get more storage. What is it? Hold on. Yeah, 141 gigs. And I've got to have storage free for like updates and, you know, when I make shorts and stuff. So it's possible, you know, definitely, you know, food for thought, but I have to see. I just want to make sure that the game that if I agree to play a game, I'm actually going to want to generally put time into it. I'll definitely, you know, it's definitely worth considering. But it's not like I hate Enshrouded. Like I didn't hate when I played it last. I just wasn't super into it. But if I'm playing it with other people, then it's not so bad. One game I was giving thought to. I know I'm getting on a rant here, but one game I was strongly considering installing was Conan Exiles, because there's a RP server just doing Cyberpunk, but the problem is it's text based, which I'm not a big fan of. If it was like GTA RP, then I'd consider it, but it's text based, so it's like I don't want to have to type everything out. I'm a writer. I studied to be a writer. I went to college and I went to uni. I studied to be a writer, but even then, I don't have to type out everything. Yeah, that was something I was considering at one point. But that's why I say to, like, you know, like look through the games that I have, you know, and see what I've got. Like, I wouldn't mind playing an MMO again. Obviously it depends on the, you know, if it's free to play, right? Because obviously, you know, playing month to month, I mean, I wouldn't mind playing month to month, but it all depends on if you know, I get into it, right? If it's free to play, you know, and they do a good job of it being free to play, they don't, like, you know, monetize the fuck out of it, then I would say, you know, it's worth considering. Obviously that Medieval Dynasty game is something to keep in mind. Enshrouded's another one. Now I feel like I wouldn't mind playing an MMO again. I know I've got Warframe, but it would be nice to play an MMO where I can actually play as a healer, like a support, and heal people. So I felt that you know, it's worth considering. I mean, I really liked Final Fantasy 14, but Final Fantasy 14's a paid MMO, and the expansions cost money. So I don't know about that. Still in shock, I explained everything to Mitsurugi. I see. As a friend, you wish to help him, right? That may not be possible. I have fought many a warrior in my time, so I can tell. He gloried in that kill. If he's that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What happened to Horan? Hayoran? I thought back to what Zasalamel had told me. Many malfested lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it, or turn them into malfested. It was likely that Haoran had been transformed into a malfested by the astral fissure in Yangguang. While I stood there lost in thought, a young man appeared and approached us. Man resembling Haoran. Excuse me, do you know my brother by any chance? You must have been talking about Haoran. Looking closer, I saw that the young man had the look of a martial artist to him. My name is Haoyu. That murderer, Haoran, he's my brother. Haoyu knelt down next to the corpse of the man from town. He's become something terrible. After a silent prayer, Haoyu slowly stood up. Yangguang is so fraught with danger. Come with me. I tried, but I could not stop Haoran. So, I have a favour I need to ask of you. Judging by his stride, Haoyu was injured. Nevertheless, he appeared filled with determination. Cone Exiles is also fun. Sorry, late response. So that's all good. I mean, I'm not always going to respond straight away myself. So, I mean, I'm trying to, play the game and all that, right? So, or focus on what I'm saying, right? So, don't get, it's not, you don't have to apologise. We're all doing our own thing. You get busy and everything's fine. But yeah, Current Exiles is another one, but it was obviously, like I said, it was specifically for that RP server, which has like a cyberpunk mod and map. But like I said, the problem is it's text based, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be standing around talking. I know I talk a lot on stream, but when I'm playing a game, it's like with GTRP you can talk and do stuff at the same time. Yeah, you can be standing around and talking, but you can do stuff at the same time. Whereas with text-based RP, you're going to be doing a lot of standing around and typing. And to articulate every action you do, I don't know. Why not create it if it doesn't exist? Because it's a lot of work and time and effort and work and resources, and I don't know how to do that. Sure, I could learn, but I don't really care enough to make a game like that. If someone made something like that, then sure, I'd play it, but I mean, you've got GTA 5M, sorry. Then you've got Red M, and then you've got, the Conan Exiles RP servers. I don't know if there's any others. And they'd have to be popular, right? There'd have to be a lot of eyes on it. So, I don't know. Alright, we'll make this the last one, and then we'll end it there. I know I'm not doing a voice for Haoyu, but there's only so many voices I can think to do, and I don't know. It's fine tuning it, right? Like I in a perfect world, I'd do a voice for every character, and it would be, great, and but also funny and entertaining, right? In a perfect world, but we're not in a perfect world, and I'm not a professional, so try to do a voice for every single character. Some of them, it's going to get to a point where some of them sound very similar, or they sound the exact same with a slight bit of difference, and it's just like, it's like a reskin, right? But in terms of doing a voice, you're basically reusing the same voice, right? Except I'm trying to do it differently, but it's essentially the same voice. So some cats, I feel like with this person, I couldn't think to do anything. I didn't feel like or think to do anything. So I just I'm doing a sort of normal-ish voice. So sometimes it's going to be a hit and miss or a complete miss, but it is what it is. Please forgive me for interrupting your journey. Many servers, hardly any English RP servers on Conan Exiles. That sucks. Ask him what happened to Haoran. After my brother returned from his journey, he... How can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he'd seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent. Then one day, he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw it for yourself. He became a monster. Soon, many others became like Haoran, and they began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. I'll say, I'm thinking that, I just realised I think like a minute ago, Haoran is our trainer from the dojo. He told all those funny, crazy stories. If I'm correct and it's who I think it is, didn't clock on at first, but that sucks. Oh well. I mean, I said that sucks, that sucks, bro. Anyway, but I'm not really invested in him as a character, but you know, we got to know him a little bit and heard all his stories and stuff. Like, that sucks. For a short while, we all fell silent. Then Haoyu looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind and strong. He would help anyone who needed it, without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him. End his suffering. Aoyu's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. Ask if he's sure he wants to kill Haoran. I'll ask if he can be saved. Probably not. I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything. But every road led to failure, and nothing I could do helped. None in Hyangwang who suffered the same fate as my brother could be brought back either. Aoyu's expression was filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize his strength and his resolve. There may still be a way. In Lingshengsu, where my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist its evil. But the stories about him were always vague, and besides, it would take many a day simply to reach the temple. Asking me to sure he wants to kill Haoran. None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yangguang will become a ghost town, and my brother's sins are already too many. If he were in my position, he would do the same thing. Aoyu's voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother to show up during these dark times. For I so young, I seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew that I, too, would have to prepare myself for what lay ahead. Send you a link in Discord, you can have a look later. Yeah, no worries, Val, I appreciate that. Alright. That, I think, will do it for now. That's good, that's probably the longest fighting stream I've done so far. Usually it's like maybe an hour and a half. That was actually a decent stream. I mean, I would say more an hour and 45 minutes because then there's 15-minute start. So it was more an hour and 45 minutes, but almost 2 hours. Technically, the stream is 2 hours plus long, but realistically, it's more an hour. I say an hour and 50 minutes, right? So almost 2 hours because the 15-minute start. If you knock that off, it's really. And yes, I'm including me speaking and going on rants as the content, not just the game. But I would say about an hour and 50 minutes realistically out 2 hours and 5. So that's not bad. It's not bad. Anyway, that will be it. That will be it from me. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you being here, Val. And, you know, for everyone who's lurking and watching away, you know, if you're watching it posted as a VOD on Twitch or, you know, on YouTube, you know, I appreciate you being here, you know, like whether, you know, I hope I've been a source of entertainment to any extent, be that first monitor, second monitor, background noise, whatever. You know, if I've been a source of entertainment to any extent, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. You have to check. Yeah, have a good rest of your Wednesday. Have a good rest of your week. I hope you have a good weekend. If I don't see you again, I thank you for being here and giving me some of your time. You know, I do appreciate that. You know, even if I didn't entertain you, you gave me a chance, and you know, I'm thankful for that because some people don't get those chances, and I'm thankful. If you're not really a big fan of the fighting streams, do obviously know that I do visual novels / story games on the weekend. Right now, I'm currently doing a visual novel, a VN visual novel called Kaori After Story, which is made by PixelFade, and I'm currently doing that on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, alongside a fighting stream. But I might stop doing the fighting stream on the weekend and just focus on a story game, and do the fighting streams during the week. So the weekly streams are fighting streams, and then the stream on the weekend are just story, relaxing games. So I might do that. But yeah, if you're not a big fan of the fighting streams and you want like more story focused content, like games, then that's the weekend streams. Remember, that's right now it's Kaori After Story. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This is like, subscribe. Have a good rest of your day, good rest of your week. Hopefully I'll see you, you know, tomorrow or during the week, or you know, on the weekend if not during the week. And if I don't see you ever again, thank you for being here. Subscribe, take care, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.